All right, let's just jump right in. Google's AntiGravity, wow, it's an absolute game changer for building software with AI. But here's the catch, and it's a big one. Most people are using it like a simple chatbot. And honestly, they're missing out on its real power. So today, we're going to fix that.
So, let me ask you straight up, are you using AI coding tools, well, wrong? Look, if you're just firing off one little command at a time and then just waiting for a response, you're leaving a ton of speed and quality on the table. Trust me, there is a much better way to do this.
And this slide just lays it all out, right? On one side, you've got what most people do, the chatbot method. You give it one command at a time, it's slow, it's linear, and the results? They're okay, I guess. Pretty basic. But then, look at the other side, the pro framework. Now we're talking about managing a whole team of AIs all working at the same time. This is how you get professional-grade apps. And you get them fast. In this quote from Jack Roberts, man, it just nails the mindset shift we need to make. He says, Microsoft Word is for documents. Microsoft Excel is for spreadsheets. AntiGravity is for building software. You see? We have to stop thinking of it as a chat window. It's a full-blown development environment, purpose-built for one thing, creating amazing software from scratch.
So what exactly gives AntiGravity this incredible edge? What's the secret sauce? Well, it really all comes down to the amazing toolkit you get right out of the box.
And this is the key thing to understand. You're not just getting one AI. You're getting a whole suite of the world's best models, each with its own specialty. Think of Gemini 3 as your master designer. It's amazing with visuals and multimodal stuff. Then you've got Claude 4.5. That's your thinker, perfect for complex logic or writing really sharp text. And of course, the ChatGPT models are your reliable workhorses just churning out code. But the thing that ties it all together, that's the native AI agent system. And that, my friends, is where the real magic happens.
Okay, so you have all this incredible power at your fingertips. But how do you actually control it? How do you make it work for you? Well, you need a system, a repeatable process that's going to guarantee professional results every single time. And that system is the Flow framework. Flow, it's an acronym, and it stands for Frame, Layout, Orchestrate, and World. Seriously, mastering these 4 steps is the absolute key. It's what takes you from getting amateur results to building applications that are truly impressive. So let's break down each one. First up, we start with the blueprint, framing and layout. Think of this as your prep phase, and honestly, it might be the most important part of the whole process. Get this right and everything else falls into place. The quality of what you put in here directly translates to the quality of what you get out. So, what's this frame step all about? It's about one thing, clarity. There's that famous Einstein quote where he said if he had an hour to solve a problem, he'd spend 55 minutes just thinking about the problem itself. That's exactly what we're doing here. Before a single line of code gets written, you're working with the AI to really nail down the details, to challenge your own assumptions, and to get super specific about the problem you're trying to solve. A well-defined problem is already halfway solved. Okay, once your frame is rock solid, we move on to layout. This is where you give your AI team the visual rulebook. And what's so cool about this is how direct it is. You can literally paste in screenshots from sites like Dribbble for inspiration. You can upload your actual brand guidelines, your logos. You can give specific instructions on fonts and colors. You're basically preloading the AI with everything it needs to know so it never has to guess what on-brand looks like. It just builds it right from the get-go.
All right, now for my favorite part, the powerhouse step, orchestration. This is where we completely shift our thinking. We stop talking to a single AI and we start acting like the manager of a super efficient development team. And the core concept here is something called AI agents. So what are they? They're basically specialized AIs that you can deploy to handle different jobs all at the same time, in parallel. Just think of them like your own personal employees. You've got a researcher over here, a competitor analyst over there, a front-end coder, a UI tester, all working for you all at once. And I'm not just talking about, 2 or 3 agents. You can deploy a whole team, 10, 20. I've seen people run more than 30 agents at once, all in parallel, all working on the same project, but each with its own specific mission. The scale here is it's mind-blowing. It completely changes the game when it comes to speed. So imagine this. While one agent is busy generating the core code for your app, you've got another one doing deep research on best practices. A third one is analyzing all your competitors' features. And a fourth one? It's actively testing the UI and, get this, fixing its own bugs. That's how you achieve that 10x speed we've been talking about. It's true parallel processing.
But you might be wondering, how on earth do you manage all that without it turning into total chaos? Well, that's where the Agent Manager comes in. It gives you this brilliant universal inbox where all your agents report back when they finished a task. They're waiting for your approval. You're the project manager, you review their work, and with a single click, you give them the green light to keep moving. It's the command and control center for your entire AI workforce. Okay, so your AI team has built an incredible app. What's next? It's time for the final step in the Flow framework. Getting your creation out into the world. Now, this is all made possible by something called MCP, which stands for Model Context Protocol. I know, the name sounds a bit techy, but don't let it scare you. The easiest way to think about it is as a universal translator. It's just a shared language that lets AntiGravity talk directly to other apps and services. No complicated setup required. And what does this translator let you talk to? Pretty much all the tools you already know and love. We're talking direct connections to GitHub for your code, Vercel for one-click web hosting, payment systems like PayPal, and popular backends like Airtable and Supabase. The ecosystem is massive, and it's what lets you plug your AI-built app directly into the real world. So what does that actually look like in practice? It means deployment becomes ridiculously simple. It's basically a 3-step workflow. Step 1, you tell an agent to push the finished project to GitHub. Step 2, you pop over to a hosting service like Vercel and import that project. And step 3, you just click deploy.
And boom, just like that, it's done. Your application, built by a team of AIs all under your direction, is now live on the internet for anyone in the world to use. That is the power of using a professional framework.
So there you have it. The framework to go from a simple idea to a fully deployed app way faster than you ever thought possible. You have a tireless, scalable, multi-talented AI development team just waiting for your instructions. The only question left is the fun one. What are you going to build first?